At Yankee Stadium on Saturday night, Notre Dame wins big over Army, handing the Black Knights their first loss of the season. Jeremiah Love running wild against Army. 7 carries for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, including this 68-yarder. 12 straight games with a rushing touchdown for Jeremiah Love, and they have now won 16 in a row against Army. Notre Dame winning big over Army. I think all of us that don't have a rooting interest in Notre Dame, we were all hoping that the Black Knights could somehow stay undefeated, come up with a huge upset. They do not. What impressed you about the way Notre Dame played this game?
This was pure domination by Notre Dame. It wasn't even about the scheme, the game plan. It was just vertical displacement by Notre Dame's offensive and defensive line. They took control of this game and proved that they are one of the top teams in college football. The formula for beating Army is to force a turnover against them and to hold Army to under 4 yards a carry rushing. They did both those things. Got a turnover in this game, and Army averaged 3 yards a carry. As we all know, Army needs to run the football well to win games, and Notre Dame stopped that completely. This was a big-time win for Marcus Freeman's squad.
Oregon's the only remaining undefeated team in FBS. You look at this Notre Dame team, and the only blemish on their schedule is that embarrassing loss to Northern Illinois. They've won 9 in a row since that loss. What has been different about the Fighting Irish here rest of way since that loss?
The biggest thing for Notre Dame that's helping them have success, aside from their dominating defense, is Riley Leonard's playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the country right now. He has been efficient, almost flawless today when you look at his stats. The best part of what Riley Leonard's doing, though, is really the quarterback run game. When he adds that element to this Notre Dame offense of pulling the ball, getting on the perimeter, running it himself, and then he takes care of the football on top of that, it helps Notre Dame in every other part of the game plan they want. Notre Dame ran the ball 10 yards a carry today, helps their quarterback so much, and when they dominate on both sides of the ball like that, they are extremely hard to beat.
Well, for Army to even be in this position, undefeated, going into the Army game, what does that say about Jeff Monken and his program? Because this team fought like crazy, right? And they score a late touchdown. Bryson Daly, one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, running the football. It says a lot about Army to even go into Yankee Stadium and play this kind of game.
Yeah, Jeff Monken has done a great job with this Army team this season. Huge turnaround from last year. I mean, this Army team last year struggled continuously throughout the season, lost to UMass last year, now comes into this Notre Dame game this season in 2024 undefeated until today, and played one of the best teams in the country in Notre Dame and lost as a lot of people expected, but still a lot to be proud of. What Bryson Daly has done this season, just a dominating performance by this Army team all season long, have controlled the pace of every game they played in except the game today. I think Army has a lot to be proud of and still has a chance to go win the AAC title.
Indeed they do. Going to face Tulane in that American Athletic Conference Championship. Time now for the Doers Playbook, built by Home Depot, how Doers get more done, breaking down how a team's game plan leads to their success. Phase of the game was critical to the victory. The run game, really, for Notre Dame, huh?
Yeah, I'd say Notre Dame's run game, being able to control the time of possession in this game and run the ball as well as they did, is what controlled it. I felt that Notre Dame did a really nice job of using different formations, shifts, and motions to open up the run game for their offense. This Army defense has been really good against the run all season long, so Marcus Freeman and his offense knew that they were going to have to use unique shifts, motions, and formations to get themselves numbers on the perimeter, and they did just that. Notre Dame dominated running the football 10 yards a carry, which then opened up those down the field passing plays for Riley Leonard, and he took advantage when those plays were there.
When you look at Notre Dame's body of work, which the committee is going to do so on Tuesday, and they came into this game 6th in the nation, likely will move up a spot, maybe 1 or 2 with the Indiana loss to Ohio State. When you look at Notre Dame, what's your impression about them being one of the top teams in the country?
Notre Dame is without a doubt one of the top teams in the country. I'd say they're a top 4 team in the country right now. You think about this defense. Notre Dame's defense is the best in the country. It isn't even a question. Notre Dame has quietly, after the NIU loss, really dominated everyone they have played. This Notre Dame team is complete on both sides of the ball. They have a quarterback that's playing like one of the best in the country. Their defense is absolutely dominant. I mean, there is not an offense out there in the country that this Notre Dame defense can't stop. Marcus Freeman has them playing with tons of confidence. Notre Dame is a complete football team and one of the best in the country, and is a national title contender on day 1 of the playoff.
This is a team I would not want to see in the first round, because they might mollywop you? Would that be the right? I mean, that might be the term, right? That's how
bulldoze something.
Yeah, absolutely steamroll you in the first round of the playoff. Army, a heck of a season. Still got a couple games to play. Of course, we're looking forward to the one against Navy at the end of the season right here on CBS. Take a look at Notre Dame and what they have done thus far. 9 straight wins since losing to Northern Illinois in their last 6 games against ranked teams. 6-0. Taking care of business. And they finish out the regular season against USC, a rivalry game there. Take care of business, and they are back in the college football playoff.